Millie Odhiambo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity.
Everybody has 3 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, let me first of all offer my condolences to the family who lost their loved ones yesterday, the ones who lost their loved ones 2024, the ones who lost their loved ones 2023, the ones who lost their last one in 2022. Mr. Speaker, I have noticed that the media has forgotten that we also lost loved people in Kisumu. Maybe because they come from Kisumu, they do not matter. But I want to offer condolences to every family who has lost a loved one. Mr. Speaker, Article 37 guarantees the right to demonstrate peaceably and unharmed. And Mr. Speaker, I'm one of the people who pushed for that article in the Constitution, and I will defend it with my life. And that is why, Mr. Speaker, it was very sad to see what happened yesterday. Mr. Speaker, ODM and Azimio have become the experts in demonstration, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, when we were doing that, we were called anarchists. Bare
fidelity to history.
Exactly.
You as truly here was with you in CORD and NASA.
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
So it's not just ODM.
No, I've said ODM and Azimio and NASA.
Yes.
And CORD and all those. But the constant one is ODM. Mr. Speaker, for me as Millie Odhiambo, I can't cheat you. I thank God that I'm resting, Mr. Speaker. I don't think people understand what it means to go to the streets. I understand when the Gen Zs are writing letters to their parents saying may not come back. I would tell my husband that because they didn't know I'd come back. So let us be. You called us names, Mr. Speaker. You called us names. You said we are anarchists and all that, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, but who is God? God creates balance. Mr. Speaker, you called us names when we were fighting for the same rights you are fighting for. Mr. Speaker, now, or that you said to be fighting for. Mr. Speaker, now instead what you are telling us is that Baba is eating and observing table manners. Mr. Speaker, if you can give me 1 minute, Mr. Speaker, because I was interrupted, or 2 minutes. Mr. Speaker, it's difficult to be Baba. You are damned if you do, damned if you don't. So, Mr. Speaker, we are only learning from the best. You have observed table manners since independence. Let people from the lake also observe table manners. For once, let us also observe table manners. And take over, and I've heard people saying that in terms of demonstration, you've overtaken Baba, that we've been lying, that we want to, that no. I am glad to note that you have overtaken us. Please do it excellently. But Mr. Speaker, I want to say one thing, if you'd allow me. Mr. Speaker, as a women's rights activist, Mr. Speaker, yesterday I left my house, not caring for my life. I went to State House when I saw on social media that State House was under attack.
Give her 1 minute.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. When I saw State House girls was under attack, Mr. Speaker, I didn't care for likes. I condemned when the policewoman was under attack. Mr. Speaker, we cannot allow such things. Mr. Speaker, where we are attacking women, and then, Mr. Speaker, today in the morning in the WhatsApp group of FIDA, I saw something very disturbing. That women were being removed from motorcycles, they were being gang raped, and they were being, even in our time with our excellence, even when we were infiltrated, that has never happened. Never. Mr. Speaker, I said this and people condemned me as a Christian. Come, let us reason together. It's not about who is winning. This country belongs to all of us. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Speaker. I also condemn in the strongest terms possible the destruction of property and infrastructure. And, but Mr. Speaker, we must be careful because when you look at the way this motion is worded, we seem more concerned about the property that was damaged, and we are not talking about the 10 people that lost their lives yesterday. We are not talking about the 60 that lost their lives last year, right here in Parliament.
Order,
Mr. Speaker,
order.
Mr. Speaker.
Order, Robert Mboy, take your seat. Save his time. Save his time. Robert Mboy, I'm also sitting here and I listen. Let's have fidelity to facts. Millie Odhiambo next to you has eulogized all the dead up to 20 years back. Your neighbor there who moved the motion talked about the same thing. Kimani Ichung'wah talked about the same thing. So let's bear fidelity to facts. The motion is not just about what is written, but also what is going to the Hansard. Go ahead.
Mr. Speaker,
Your time was saved, so you have not lost.
Mr. Speaker, the motion is very clear. It doesn't actually talk about the 60 that were killed last year. It doesn't talk about the 10 that were killed yesterday. It talks only about the destruction of property. So, Mr. Speaker, it's important. It's very important that we be careful about this issue. Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Junet.
Mr. Speaker, is my deputy, who is not behaving very well also. Mr. Speaker, is he in order to mislead the House that we are in demonstrations, we have only lost 10 people, 60 people, when he knows very well we were with him having sufrias on our head, and we lost over 100 people on the road, Mr. Speaker, and he was part of us that time. Why is he not talking about those ones? Or because they are Luos, Mr. Speaker, and their lives don't matter. Luo lives don't matter in this country, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, the minority leader knows that we also lost people from our region during all those demonstrations. So it's not about tribe. Mr. Speaker, we have to be careful not to trivialize a very serious thing. Now, Mr. Speaker, my concern is this, that this regime, unfortunately, seems to be curtailing rights that are enshrined in our Constitution under Chapter 4. Mr. Speaker, the first one is the freedom to demonstrate, Article 37. Yesterday, you know that the police were trying to stop our youth from demonstrating, which unfortunately is against the Constitution. Mr. Speaker, the right to life, police bullets have taken so many lives, and that is against Article 26. Mr. Speaker, the freedom for movement, which the minority leader has talked about, that people are coming from other places, is a right under Article 39. And Mr. Speaker, also the freedom of media under Article 34 has to also be respected. These rights are being trampled upon. But Mr. Speaker, more importantly, the reason behind yesterday's function is that we were coming to lay wreaths. Mr. Speaker, you know, you gave us permission. We laid wreaths even with members of this House, outside Parliament, with your permission. I had informed you that my leaders would also be coming to lay wreaths, and you didn't refuse. You only said they don't come.
I told you he was not welcome in the presence of Parliament.
You said they don't come into Parliament. Yes. Mr. Speaker, we laid the wreaths at the fence on the barbed wire that has been put, that is barricading Parliament. Mr. Speaker, how does a member then wake up and say that it is wrong for my party leader to commemorate and mourn those that were killed from all regions of the country? So, Mr. Speaker, I think let us not trivialize this thing. I've seen there's an attempt to try and malign certain individuals out of yesterday's activities. Mr. Speaker, this was spontaneous, and it was done across the country. And Mr. Speaker, I condemn the destruction. I condemn the looting. I condemn the killings. But we must condemn it fairly so that we do not make it a partisan issue or an individual.
Yes, Deputy Speaker. Everybody has 2 minutes.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for giving me the opportunity. I must say that I give my condolences to the families who lost their loved ones. Also, my sympathies with the police officers who are injured. And also, congratulate the police for trying to keep the peace of this country. Honorable Speaker, what happened yesterday was not demonstrations. They were not peaceful demonstrations. Those were acts of hooliganism by criminals who destroyed people's properties. Today, there are people in Nairobi and other parts of the country who are facing bankruptcy. There are people who will not be able to pay for their children to go to school or even feed their families because they have lost everything and all their investment as in the name that somebody was exercising their right, their constitutional right to demonstrate. Yes, you can exercise your constitutional right to demonstrate, but you cannot exercise your right while you destroy the properties and the rights of others. That is completely unacceptable. Your rights end where the other person's rights start. And so we must guard our country from anarchy. We must take action against those who attacked our police stations. CCTV footage is available. They should be arrested and they should be charged. Because even if they are our children, they are not permitted to destroy people's properties or to burn down the government property, vehicles, police stations, courthouses. And I must say, shame on you, Chief Justice Maraga. You're currently on pension paid by the government. They pay for your cars, they pay for your gardener, they pay for your cook, and then you go to the streets to demonstrate and mislead our children, to destroy people's properties. Shame on you, Chief Justice Maraga. Somebody of you.
Farah Maalim.
Mr. Speaker, I also begin by